Hello, everybody. This is Melinda Roy. So Dr. Sarah is still trying to connect with the platform. So, can you please wait for 2 minutes, please? So, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your patience today. For this, so this is the second day, day two event. So, we have successfully completed our first day event with WYN Summit, Womenium Summit 2022. Thank you so much for your valuable support with the WYN conferences. So let's wait for Dr. Sarah. Just give us 2 minutes. Hello, everybody. I am back. I am Melinda Roy. So let's wait for Sarah, Dr. Sarah. So let's wait for 1 more minute. If not, we'll move into the another session. So before we move into the another session, so I just want to tell you. So we do have an another event. So we have completed 2 years successfully. So we do have conferences in different countries. So we have almost completed 11 conferences. So you can visit our website www.winconferences.com, and if you go to our conferences page, you can see the list of conferences there, and you can see the theme of the conference. Not only the women, we do have many themes like nursing, gynecology. So if you go to our page, you can see a lot of conferences there. And so now we are in Dubai, and next we will meet in the Paris. Our next upcoming event is in Paris, which is on March 8th and 9th. That is on Ultimate Women's Expo. So guys, so ladies and gentlemen, please go and register for Paris event as well. So definitely it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. Definitely you, ladies and gentlemen, just believe me, just trust me. It's gonna be huge with powerful woman, powerful lady, strong woman you can see in the Paris. So guys, so and 1 minute left, so only 1 minute we'll wait for Dr. Sarah. Otherwise, so we can move to another session. It's getting to, I know it's already late. So sometimes technology won't support us. So yeah, so we'll be doing, yeah. So 1 more minute left for Dr. Sarah. If not, we'll move into the another session. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. This is Melinda Roy. And so yesterday we have successfully completed our day one WYN Watch Your Network Womenium Summit 2022. So if you want to see, so these sessions, your session, the speaker presentations will be going live. We have already informed you about that. So your session will be live in the Facebook page and also uploaded in the YouTube channel. So anyone who have missed out, anyone who wants to listen to your favorite speakers, so anyone who wants the video, so just go to our Facebook page when conferences. You can see the your favorite speaker presentations in the Facebook page as well as in the YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us in the Facebook page, or you can reach out to our business WhatsApp number as well. And you know sorry, I need some water, I guess. One second. Oh, it's very hard. Okay, so and if you want, so and also we do, so I as I told you, so we do have event in Paris and we do have event in New York as well in the month of July 13th and 14th. So guys, don't miss out this opportunity. This is gonna be wonderful, and definitely you will enjoy all the events. And yesterday, so this is, so in Dubai we do have a physical event. If you have anyone have missed out this opportunity, anyone have missed out this physical meetings live opportunity, so you can go to our Facebook page and you can see that in the Facebook page stream. Okay, so in the Facebook page just type it WYN conferences, so you can see the pictures, you can see the speaker testimonials, everything. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us, our business WhatsApp number, or you can reach out to us your in the Facebook page. Thank you. And so Dr. Sarah is going to join because she has some issues. She has some network issues, so she wants to join. So let's wait for 2 more minutes. I know it's very hard. I know it's running late for you, but please, guys, please, only for these days, please bear with us. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Sarah.
Hi. How are you,
How
Melanie?
are you? I am good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yes, we can see you now. I'm just wondering, I cannot see you. That's okay. How are you doing today?
I'm doing
Oh,
good. What about you?
yeah, yeah, you are
Mm-hmm.
here. Yeah,
I'm
I'm doing
excited
good.
and
Yes.
I'm grateful. It's a great opportunity for all of us to understand each other, to know each other more. And thank you, Dr. Tina, for having this such a nice event. I'm so glad because from all around the world, different communities, different people, but they have same emotions, same vision, and that's so inspiring.
Thank you so much for your positive comments with WIN conferences. So
You're
we are so
welcome.
honored you are being a speaker with WIN conferences. So it's already been late. So let's not wait. So let's, before you start your presentation, we will
Mhm.
play a beautiful introduction video of yours. So after that
Yeah.
video, you can start your presentation. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sarah Farheen is a Muscat-based trainer, public speaker, life coach, and founder of the Composite Life Coaching for Women. She is a certified goal success and therapeutic art life coach working with Dr. Sarah Farheen is a Muscat-based trainer, public speaker, life coach, and founder of the Composite Life Coaching for Women. She is a certified goal success and therapeutic art life coach working with professional, educated moms with a growth mindset to discover their talents and identify their forgotten dreams and goals, helping them lead a productive, meaningful life. Her formal background, education and training in dental surgery, has made her passionate about healthcare, innovation, and technology. Later on, her life experiences led her to evolve in a journey of self-transformation and eventually choose life coaching as a second career after gaining clarity in her own life purpose and goals. She has coached doctors, professional and stay-at-home moms on self-discovery, expressing emotions through art and journaling, conducted webinars and workshops on various topics related to mindset, vision and goal setting in collaboration with organizations in Oman and UK. She has designed a unique goal success blueprint which helps women to start their journey of self-exploration and finding their true meaningful goals so that they can start working on what they truly love and live extraordinary life. Not only she is a passionate self-learner, she has learned from the best international coaches and trainers Syed Zaidi, Brian Tracy, Robin Sharma, Anthony Robbins, etc. She is having diverse experience in different fields including healthcare, social work, public speaking, life coaching and blogging. She has been actively leading and managing community projects and successfully lead educational programs for kids, and her one-year course for kids character building has been the most popular among kids and parents in Muscat. Her mission is to empower and transform women by diving deep into self-discovery, realizing their true potential, and leaving a greater impact to succeed in this world of the hereafter. She is living in Muscat, Oman for more than 13 years with her loving husband and 3 beautiful kids. She loves reading books, long drives and hiking with family. Dr. Sarah Farheen is a Muscat
Wonderful, wonderful, Dr. Sarah. So thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. It's
You're
wonderful
welcome.
introduction. So you can start your presentation. Good luck.
Hmm. Thank you. Can you guide me how to open this presentation from
So
here?
you want to share your screen?
Mm, just let me check. Yes.
So you
Okay,
want to
that's
share
great.
your screen?
Hmm.
So you're on?
Yes, just wait a minute.
Okay. So you can see the arrow mark there, so which is showing
Mm-hmm.
upwards. Click on that, so you'll get two options there. So you can
Mm-hmm.
just click on the share screen, share your screen,
I tried. Okay. No. But sharing option is not working.
it's not working for you.
Yeah, there is airmeet. Okay, wait. Can you see? Just wait.
So can you
It's saying
see?
stop sharing. It's saying stop sharing. It's sharing a window. Just let me do it. Now it's sharing.
No, we cannot see.
Is it
Yeah,
sharing now?
yes, yes.
Oh, Alhamdulillah. So, lovely ladies, beautiful, gorgeous ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts and speed up to reach your limitless potential. Have you ever faced a major challenge, a calamity in your life that literally bogged you down? And then somehow you got up, you got up and you faced it. You faced it and you dealt with it. And then you realized that you are stronger than you think you are. Say this, child. And we are the mothers of such brave children. So, interestingly, you will find that after that calamity, you were not able to survive, but you thrive in that. Has that happened to you? Same happened to me. And I have never ever imagined that 9 years ago that my life is preparing me to one day share my story in front of all these strong women from all around the globe. And I'm sure you all must have some stories that have made you who you are today, stories that you are proud of. I want to share my story too. Maybe it will be a ray of hope for anyone who is listening. And believe me, when I was going through that calamity, right in the middle of that storm,
Sarah, sorry to
yes,
interrupt. Yeah, we
yeah, yeah,
cannot see. Yeah, we cannot see your screen. It is still buffering. We can
okay,
see a black screen.
just let me share it
I think.
again.
Yeah, please,
Is it
please.
clear now?
Yeah, it's clear, but we cannot see your screen.
Okay, so I start sharing again, stop share.
Yes, yes, yes. You already stopped. Can you please start sharing?
Okay, yeah, yeah, I do it. Share window. Hmm.
Now it's working. Good, good to go.
Good to go.
Yes. No, it's still showing blank.
Okay, just wait a minute. Is it showing now?
I can see your screen, but I
Mm-hmm.
cannot see the content. I cannot see the content. It is showing blank. Maybe you have
Blank.
your network is good.
Background. Let me change the background then.
No, no, no. It's okay. Okay, please share. Yeah, please do that.
Just give me a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Why it's not showing? Mm.
Oh, Sarah, it's
Just
not working.
is it working now?
No, Sarah, it's on a
Can you see
pink.
the blue screen? Blue screen. This blue
Yeah, it's
fasten.
blue and black. It's blue and black.
Uh, is it the network issue or something?
Yeah, I
Or did
think you have some network issues. Yes, yes. That is why we are unable to see. Let's do one thing. Just try last months. Okay. If not, you
Okay.
can start your session because it's already running late. The speakers are
Mm-hmm.
waiting for the next
Okay.
session to join. Please try to
Okay.
understand. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I try
Now it's
it.
working.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
it's working.
Hmm?
It's working, Sarah. It's working.
It's
It's
working.
working.
Oh, thanks.
Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone.
It's gone.
It's
Oh,
not.
thank you.
It's
It's
not
clear.
stable actually. So
Yeah.
it's not stable, Sarah. I think so because of the network from your side.
From
So we are unable to see the screen. It is showing
Mhm.
a blank. So
Mhm.
you can start your session. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. So, have you ever experienced a roller coaster in your life? In my childhood, I experienced it, and it was near our home, an amusement park. And it was not too big, but as a child, it was a very thrilling experience to take that courage to get on board in that. And then, after the whole drama in that uh, roller coaster, when we come safe on the station, it felt really good that we did it. And sometimes we laughed about it that we did it. Have you ever experienced? Have anyone experienced that? And as an adult, what I realize now that life is actually a roller coaster. It is filled with ups and downs, elevations, depressions, so many things going on, happiness, sadness. And as a mompreneur, you can relate it with it. Our kids coming, our business going on, everything is someone pushing us, someone pulling us. So, this is the life. And this is the beauty of life that you experience so many opposite emotions. And finally, you reach your destination safely. This is beauty. And being a mother, being a business owner, we have so many dreams. We want to have more money, we want to travel, and we want to have the purposeful, meaningful life. We want to know who we are and what is our purpose and why we are here and what impact we can create with ourselves, right? But what happens? We are faced with so many challenges. Challenges, our internal challenges, procrastination, self doubt, so many challenges we all face, and some external challenges with the people, with the relationships, with communications, when things are happening around us and they are not in our control. It happens. So, this is the life. And I would like to ask you, would you like to experience the roller coaster journey I had? Today, I want to share it. And this is the first time I would be sharing it. I have never shared it before, but I decided to share it so I can uplift more lives through this. This is the book Secret, which I recently read during our road trip, and I found it so amazing. And these things I have applied in my life somehow, but now I also get some new insights in that, which can be very useful to anyone who is in business, who is not in career, who is in your life. So, what we will cover today, I will share you my story, my personal story, and a few insights and lessons I derive from that, and my future vision. And I was born in Karachi, Pakistan, and in a Muslim family. My father, he was in naval forces. He was in a naval forces, but he decided to pursue his passion in law. So he quit that and he started a new journey. And my mother, she was married too early, like she was married in age of 20. And we were living in a very slum area. That was our beginning. My early 5 years was there. And because you can, and you know that when we shift from 9 to 5, paid salary, we have to take the risk. And so it was. But my mom was a very strong woman, and she is, alhamdulillah. She managed to be, she's self-made, and she completed her education after 5 kids, and she has done her master's degree, and then she became a director of an institution now. So they helped me a lot. That helped me because they were the role models for me. And from childhood, I had this inclination towards doctor, being a doctor. I want, anyone ask me what you want, I say I want to be a doctor. And playing with these toys, and you have seen most kids playing with these doctor toys. And I love that white coat. Still, I really love that white coat. Is maybe my personality has that component of compassion. I don't know. But then later, my mom, my dad, my whole family supported me in making this dream true. And fortunately, I got admission in dental college on merit, and 3,000 participants were there who applied for that, and there was only 30 seats. And I got their admission. It was prayers of my parents and their motivation and dedication that I was able to become a dental surgeon. And I was trained as a dental surgeon. I passed out in 2008. And soon after 2008, I got married to HSC engineer. He's working in Oman, Muscat. And from Karachi to Muscat, there is just there is a sea, Gulf of Oman. If you see in the map, my presentation is not working. Otherwise, you can see that it's between Karachi and Muscat, just a sea. So it's 1 hour flight from Karachi to Muscat. So after marriage, I decided to have a family. I was really hopeful for this new life. I was doing a clinic then after my degree and training. But then I decided to go for that, to go into another country with my husband and live a new life. And in 2010, we have our first daughter, Sayyida Khawla Kareem. And I was so happy. Being a mother was a new experience for me. And she is very good, very calm girl. She never teased me. And then in 2013, 16 September, our son was born. We named his Ibrahim, Sayyid Muhammad Ibrahim. And this name, before my marriage, I really liked this name because it is a prophet, Abraham. All Jews and Christians follow. And his dedication and loyalty to his Lord, and the Lord saying in Quran that we have made Ibrahim his friend. I was inspired by his character. And God has sent so many trials to him, but he was too dedicated that he fulfilled his promise. He fulfilled his commitment. So I wanted my son, when he grows up and when he read those stories, so he will be inspired. And in fact, this prophet Ibrahim was given the title of leader. And so in 2013 he was born, and now we have he was just 3 days old that a tragic accident happened. I was staying in my sister-in-law house with a three-day baby, and my husband was coming from the office, and he was the only person in the car, and a car came uh, from side, and they just hit each other, and the car just broke, and my husband got too heavy impact on him, airbag open, and he thought that this is the last moment, and he recited kalima like every Muslim wish to recite before dying, la ilaha illallah, and then miraculously he survived without a single scratch. It was just a miracle. He came back home and he didn't even tell me that what happened to him, and he was not having a single scratch on his body, and he didn't told me. And he said, I have sent the car to insurance, and then we will buy a new car. And so see how these men are good in keeping the secrets. He didn't told me that day. And then after 3 months, when I talked to him about this, that I have heard an incident, a car accident, about my neighbor told that the girl died in that. So then he tells me that it happened to me, and it was a miracle, because my husband has been the supportive character in my story till date. Even now, he's taking kids to outside, so I can talk to you people. And then we are living happily, two kids, one daughter, one son. And what happened on February 2014, my son got fever. He got fever and he was having a swollen eyes. And at that time, I just came back from my vacations from Pakistan, my early vacations. And there, one family relative doctor, she said me that he looks pale. Sarah, you just get him checked, or don't worry, it would not be a such problem. She said me that. So I come back, and when this happened, he has fever and swollen eye. So I reminded me of that thing, that it's not normal. It doesn't seem normal. Like fever happens, but this eye swelling, and we rushed to the nearby clinic. We rushed to there, and they said that you take him to the hospital. We can't serve him here. We went to hospital, and they said that they done their test, and his HP, his hemoglobin was found to be critically low. It was 4.5. And the doctor said he may have some kidney problem or something like that. Just go to the main hospital, the government hospital, in emergency. She wrote the referral letter, and we just went there, and he was taken in emergency. He was having critically low hemoglobin, and they just rushed to manage the blood, searching for his veins, giving him support. And at that time, the first thing came in my mind, I want to go home safe. I want to take this baby home safe. Because if something happened, I, I don't want to be perceived as a careless mom who didn't take care of his son. And usually the young moms, they face these comments from elders that when you will be a good mom, when you will learn to take care of your kids. Because I spent my life till the age of 24 in studies and all these things. So I pray to God that he is survived, and Alhamdulillah, he got the blood, he got that treatment, he was out of danger and shifted to the ward. So I was so grateful that he was survived. And then I was seeing other patients in that ward. They were more critically low, and they were there with from 10 months. They were not breathing. So I was I was so thankful to God that my son has survived, and my son has taken blood transfusion, have got the blood transfusion. And then we were in the ward, doctors coming, saying that history, asking about our any blood disorder in your family. We will take your blood, your husband blood, and we will check what is the problem. And then I told them in history that, yeah, I have one cousin, her daughter has thalassemia major. She has a blood disorder. So she have to take the regular blood transfusion. Then a doctor came after a few hours and then said to me that he has some genetic disorder. Hearing this, my heart felt heavy. I wasn't expecting this, but I prayed to God. I went back into the ward. There was I went out from the ward and the background, and I wept there. I cried there. I prayed. Then I came back, and then they said, yes, one bottle. After one bottle, we will give the second bottle after checking if his HB came out 7. They say, okay, we will go for another bottle, and after one bottle, it was done. And they said that you both, and our results also came, my result, my husband result. And then they told us that you, both of you, are having thalassemia minor, which is a genetic problem, and because of that, your child is having thalassemia major. And in every pregnancy, in such cases where husband and wife both have thalassemia minor gene, a defective gene, there are 25% chances that the child will have beta thalassemia major. And in this condition, this is a genetic disorder that interferes with body's ability to make hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is essential blood component. So their body don't make hemoglobin, so blood deficient, and they require a blood transfusion every 3 to 4 weeks. And I would tell you that it's so common. We were not expecting that it's so common. It's about 100,000 babies worldwide are born with severe form of thalassemia each year. It's common in Africa, it's common in Middle East, it's common in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and due to migration, it is also spreading in North America and other countries, because the thalassemia minor is not detected, not even by the gynecologist. And my gynecologist, she did many tests, sickle cell and all these, but she didn't have, because it is misconception is that it occurs in cousin marriage. We don't have any kind of cousin marriage. My husband was outside of the family. Plus, it is thalassemia major is the common, and then it's not detected, because before marriage, if you don't do the test that you are thalassemia minor, a husband is thalassemia, it's not detected. So it happened to me, and I thought that maybe the test is not the test is wrong. I thought that. I went into the denial phase. I didn't accept it. I said, okay, we will go to another hospital, and from there we will check it again, because we are not cousins, and how it's possible. But it came out that it was true. We both have thalassemia minor. So we have to accept this thing that yes, our son is thalassemia major. And most of the time, the thalassemia major is is understood as the iron deficiency anemia. Iron deficiency anemia. So gynecologists don't test it like maybe she has iron deficiency. If she has low blood HB, she's iron deficiency. But they miss it that it could be minor, right? So it happened. So I broke this news to my sister, saying, Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal, which means I am. There is praise to Almighty in every condition. In every condition, no matter what, I'm thankful to Him. If He is happy with me in this, I'm happy with Him. And then we were taking our son to the hospital with after every 3 weeks he got transfused, and then he became good, playing well, and then his HB dropped. His HB dropped to 7, 6. Because his body was not able to produce it, and so he was dependent on other people to donate him the blood so he can survive. So it was painful for me. Yes, it was painful because as a doctor, I was also reading about the complications, bone expansion, splenomegaly, enlarged spleen. Because when you are constantly taking the blood every 3 weeks, that blood is going to increase the deposition of iron in you. So in these cases, iron overload happens and it goes into your heart, into kidneys, and it affects all organs. And the only treatment available is bone marrow transplant. So we were taking that regular treatment. My cousin told me that there is a doctor and there is this treatment, bone marrow transplant, going on in Pakistan. You contact the doctor and come here. So I contacted the doctor and for him, and he told, okay, you come to Pakistan, we will check if any of, because I have one daughter, and both of us, me and my husband, are going to be checked that whether they can donate stem cells to him, and for that we should be 100% match. So I go to Pakistan and they tested, and it came that it was not. It wasn't. No, none of us was matched with son. So bone marrow transplant could not be done. Then I searched. There was some other bone marrow transplant in which 100% match was not necessary, but it was on trial places. So we could not risk that. And then the doctor said that he has a research medicine. He's applying a research medicine in some kids, and there are some kids, 40% or 60%, he said that they are being cured, they are making blood. Their body is making hemoglobin, another type of hemoglobin, due to that medicine. So he take the consent with us, seeing that, yeah, it's safe and it doesn't have any side effects. I decided to continue that. I was living there for 4 months in Pakistan to test that, and then I came back to Oman. And then what happened? Because we were following a different protocol. We were following the protocol of doctor in Pakistan, and it was the research medicine. It was not an approved medicine in this condition. So here, the doctor, hospital we were taking treatment, they said we cannot allow you to do this because using that medicine requires to get the transfusion at 6, hemoglobin 6, and the standard is 10. So then I thought what to do now. I want to try it. Maybe it would be helpful for him, and maybe he don't require that transfusion. So I contacted another hospital. I went there. I talked to the doctor, a very good doctor. He always respected me, and he was from India, Hyderabad. And I told him that we want to continue this research medicine. So he said, okay, you bring all the research papers and all the protocols, and I will see. And he see all the papers, and I said, yeah, he trusted me because when I told him that I'm a dental surgeon, he was really inspired by that, and he trusted me, alhamdulillah. So he said, yes, we can continue it, and we were continuing with that research medicine. So we were using that research medicine. Then what happened one day, it was 2015, because I was using that research medicine, and it was a bit risky because I was asking the doctor on phone when to take the blood. This is the hemoglobin. Should I go for taking blood, or can I wait? So this was the condition at that time. And one day, I tried to, I felt like my son is looking pale. He's pale, and I tried to contact the doctor. He was not, maybe he was, because he used to travel a lot. Sometimes he comes to Dubai, sometimes other areas. So he was not contacted. I tried to contact him from morning, and night came, no response, nothing. And at that night, my husband has duty, night duty. I was alone with 2 kids at home. And then I was really, really felt helpless. I felt helpless like, at that night. That was the most difficult night. And at that night, I felt this sheer responsibility over my shoulders. I was a mother of that child, but I was also a doctor. I have served the patients. I believe in this Quranic verse that whoever saves a life, it is as if he saved the whole of mankind. And I remember those days when I was working in that emergency as a part of my training in the trauma center. I really felt like it was good. It was good to be there with the patients who are coming with accidents, cleaning their wounds, and then giving them the treatment, the stitches, and be there. I felt like, yeah, God is here. God is here. And then at that night, I felt like it's too difficult. It's too difficult to have both of these roles, being a mother and being a doctor. I want to save this life. The innocent life who don't know, who's still smiling. I know he don't know, but I know. I wanted to save him. And then I was sitting in that room. At that night, I felt the pain of other thalassemia patients who are going through this, their parents. And in that night, I remember a story which I heard since my childhood. The story of a woman who was left in a desert with a little baby. They have little food, some dates and water, but soon it finished. And then what happened to that lady? Her baby was crying with thirst. She was thirsty, and I felt that day that how helpless she would have been there. And this is a true story, and it's the story of wife of Prophet Ibrahim. The same, my son's name Ibrahim, and that story clicked in my mind at that night. And what she did, she was not sitting there. She was not sitting there hoping for some helicopters, or at that time not there, someone to come and give her water. She was not sitting there. She stood up. She stood up and she ran from one hill to another hill in search of water. She ran from one hill. She go to the see the from the height. She would see if there is any water there, if she could find any sign of water, and she could quench her thirst. It was her quest for thirst, running from one hill to another. And these hills are there in this Saudi Arabia, and these are still preserved, and it's called the Safa and Marwa. She was running there. She took seven rounds of that. Sometimes she's slow, and sometimes when she couldn't see his son, he was fast. He was running, and when I went to that ritual, in Saudi Arabia in 2017, I was inspired by this, how she ran there, and that on that spot where she ran, there are green lights where men are supposed to run. This strong lady, the strong lady, and how Lord has given her this privilege that her effort has been the part of a ritual which all men has to follow. So she was my deepest inspiration at that time. And I stood up. I was coming out of the room, and suddenly I hear an inner voice saying, Sarah, you are here for a reason. And the second voice was, I still remember the place that I just came out of the room's door, and I heard this voice, inner voice. And the second voice was the pain of dental tooth, the pain of a tooth is just physical pain. But this pain of thalassemia, is it's emotional, it's psychological, it's more than that. So you have to work on that. And at that time, literally, my son was 2 years old, and I was searching for my master's program in dentistry, in research in dentistry, because in my house job, I was this idea of working on stem cells. So I was thinking about it, and I was actively searching for MSc from home or something like that I can do. And this inner voice when came, that dental pain is just a physical pain. And this pain is more than that. So I decided to go for the thalassemia research. And I see my available resources now. What can I do to do this type of research in thalassemia? I wanted to search for options. What are the available options for what are the resources I can use? I had the laptop, I had the mobile, I had the printer, so I decided to do the research on thalassemia. I started working on that. I was so thrilled to do that because that was my deepest inspiration, that no one can stop me. I will do it. I will do with whatever I have, with whatever I can. And I did it. And after 2 months, I was sitting in front of my son's doctor. He was PhD, showing him these papers, see this gene therapy, see this paper. And there were so many things going on, antioxidants, some wheatgrass research going on. I took all these papers from all around the world and I presented in front of him. And he got astonished. He said to my husband that she has done such a work. My students don't work in a year. And it was my burning desire, my belief that I can do this and I have to do this. I presented with him, it's all papers, and he said, yes, we can do research on that, but for that, you have to come to Pakistan. I have this MPhil program running, you can join that. But then I think about that, whether should I go to Pakistan, my husband here, Oman, and my son is getting a better treatment in Oman, a very safe blood he was getting here, and very good treatment he was giving to him here there. And I thought, no, my family is a priority. My son is a priority. I'm not going to do that MPhil. I'm sitting here in Oman, but I will search for some online options. So I did a online certification in biostatistics to help me in this research, and also a diploma. I joined translational medicine in proteomics and all these things, because translation medicine was about bringing the laboratory research into clinical practice. So I started working on that. I was reading about the genetics, how gene works, what is the science behind that. I did all that. And then I found out one treatment which is being given it's the PGD, pre-genetic diagnosis and IVF. It is meant to have a baby who is a perfect match for your child, and it's also not having thalassemia, because in our case, if we go for a normal pregnancy, there was chances of getting thalassemia major again, because we need a donor for him if we go for bone marrow transplant. So then I searched on that. I traveled to UAE. In fact, the first time we came to Dubai was for our son's treatment. We come here to meet the doctor. We come here, we stay there for 10 days, the whole procedure of IVF with PGD. And after 10 days, I was curiously waiting for the results. And I hope that this time it will work. And we spend all our money, our saving on that. And the doctor said that it has failed. It failed. And then she told me, she was a Muslim doctor, very nice lady. She said one thing. She said, if Allah wills, if God wills, He will give you a baby, perfect match, without any procedure. And I went home. I felt empty-handed, really, empty-handed, and empty pocket too. I came home. I asked my brother. I was talking to him. And he said, he advised me that you can start a blog or something. So I learned how to write a blog. And then I started writing a blog with the name of Quest for Cure. And it was form of catharsis for me. And because when I felt heavy, I could write something on that. It's still there. This blog is still there. So that was a form of catharsis. And on those days, one of my friends, she told me one prayer. It was a prayer of Prophet Yaqub, who is called Jacob, and his son, who is Joseph. He was lost from him, and he kept weeping, 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 and he said these words: "Inna mashku basi wa huzni ilallah." I only complain of my grief and sorrow to Allah. And at that point, I was still arguing with doctors. How it's happened? We went for this treatment and how it happened, all these things, talking to them on phone. But then when I read this dua, and my friend told me that her teacher, her tafsir teacher, her Quran teacher has told, if any of you will recite this dua, this prayer with conviction, God will replace his sorrow into happiness. And I put my head into the sajda on ground, and I wept. I kept crying. I say, I only complain of my grief and sorrow to Allah. And at that time, I felt like my burden was relieved. My burden was relieved. And then whenever I felt heavy after that, I used to write. I used to write in my journal. It was so empowering when I see those journals now, written in 2017. It's hope. It's just hope. It's no complaint. It's just hope. I said to Allah that you are listening to me. You answer. And I'm waiting for your answer. I know soon you will give me. You will give me that I never imagined. And I come into your protection from every evil, from evil of your creation and evil of any bad thing. please take me in your protection. All praise is due to Almighty. I was writing these letters to Almighty. And then what happened? After a month, I had this good news. I was pregnant. I was happy. Yes, I got pregnant because I had a miscarriage before as well. And then, but the problem was that if you are pregnant now, knowing that both of you have thalassemia minor, there is a test which is done in third month to see if the baby is having that gene genetic problem or it's safe. So for that, I again came back to Pakistan for that treatment at third month. It was a difficult time. I went through that, and then I prayed to God that she not having that problem. It was really difficult time. And then Alhamdulillah, praise to Almighty, it came safe. It came safe that this baby is not thalassemia major. Because if she was thalassemia major, they say that you have to abort it. I don't want to do that. Anyhow. And then we come safe. And this baby, my third daughter, she came to this world on 2017, 2 November 2017. And then one test has to be done, that whether she is a perfect match for my son or not. And for that, we went again to Pakistan. I was taking this 3-month-old baby with me. It was difficult to travel, but I do it. And we went there, we sent the samples, and then they said, okay, we will inform you when the test result came. And it was too late. I came back and they didn't even reply me that what is the result. That waiting time was so difficult for me. I didn't know what will happen, whether she is a match or she's not match. And then the result came, and they told that all antigens are matched except there was one antigen which was not matched. Almost 95% match. It was not 100% match. So they say we will go for high resolution, this and this and all that. I said, okay, just leave it for now. And then we leave it for 1 year. And then next year in 2019, I went back to Pakistan and I did this testing from another big hospital. And then the result came and it was more mismatched. It was further mismatched. So I said, what's this? Like, I matched both tests. The genes were matched in first test were mismatched here. I emailed them. I see that. Please look into this matter. How it's possible that it was first matched and now it's not matched. So they did the testing. They say, okay, we will inform you. We will doing it on our own behalf. We will not charge you any more. We will do. Okay. Then they did the test. And then the miracle happened. It was a 100% match. It was a miracle I was waiting for. And I wrote the poem as well. If time left, I would like to share with you. So she was 100% match. She was eligible to donate the bone marrow to his brother. And then Corona came. Pandemic happened. And they said, no, it's not safe to come now. Just be there. We will tell you when you come. And then and that was a good thing for us in sense of financial preparation, because it is a very costly treatment, around 5 million Pakistani rupees, and not everyone can afford this. So it helped me and my husband for 1 year to get prepared for that treatment. So finally, in 2021 April, we were admitted to hospital for 38 days. And believe me, those days when went there, it was something I can't tell you. I was so happy because I was being a part of this rebirth, giving a new life to my son. I was so happy. And we used to color there. We used to, being on his side was a very good experience for me. And then the whole procedure went. My daughter donated her bone marrow. She's brave girl. She cooperated. She given her bone marrow. And the first day she went for that procedure, doctor told that the stem cells are not enough. And we don't know how it happened. Stem cells are not enough. And never happened because we take these stem cells from blood, from children, and it's so enough. It should have that level at least. So that was again a tension created. And then next day they said, okay, we will try to take from the neck. Now this time we will not put him into the procedure for bone marrow. We will take from neck, and we will take her stem cells, peripheral stem cells. And it was 8-hour procedure. They take from her neck. This little girl, 3.5 years. It was, and I was not on her side. This time his father was on his side. I don't know what's happening to her because I was in the isolation with my son. And he was being prepared for this treatment. He was given chemotherapy for 17 days. He were having NG tube so that if he stopped eating anything, then he can be given food from nose. So the time came. This time they infused for 3 days. They infused him the stem cells. Mostly it is just one day. For him, it was 3 days. And I keep asking my teachers, my Quran teacher, please pray, please pray. And she said, Sarah, I'm sure you will give me the good news. You will give me the good news. I still remember, if she's hearing now in this life, I believed in that. Yes. But it was difficult, you know. For 10 days, he was having no cells. No cells. And doctor came in the morning saying his platelets are low and we don't have blood in the blood bank. You have to arrange it. And that was so difficult. And I went up and I put the post in my social media everywhere. We need blood. I never wanted to ask anything from anyone, ever. But this time, I was fighting for a life. And I read in a book, High Performance Habit, that high performers honor their struggles. They have something to fight for. And this was the time for me to fight for that. Unfortunately, so many people came from friends and family giving blood, and it was more than enough. And I really appreciate the support at that difficult moment. And then we got discharged after 38 days. And he was kept in isolation, medications, intensive care, 8 medicines at a time, to be given through his NG tube. It was difficult. And for me, it was more difficult because I was not used to having routines, strict discipline. But my husband was there. Fortunately, he got his paid leave, because the flights were banned at that time. So that he really helped me at that time. And then after 6 months, doctor said that this boy, this Ibrahim, in our ward, has given the best results in the ward. And I was reading this quote: all change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous in the end. And she said, yes, you can go back to Oman. And we came back on October 2021, taking this child with us. Alhamdulillah, all praise to Almighty. And for him, it was difficult for him as well, going through such a harsh treatment, medications. And sometimes he used to say me, why I'm here. He was having some suicidal thoughts. 8 years old child having suicidal thoughts, because he also went through a lot. But Alhamdulillah, after 6 months, when we start engaging him, isolation period was not that critical. He went back to life, and now he went go to school. He go to school. He plays football. He's a good cricketer, and he always asks me like, "Mama, when you're going to be a millionaire?" I'm so happy for him, or for the birth, for the rebirth God has given him. And I say it that my son has two birthdays. One is 2013 and one is April 2021. So this was my son's story, and side by side, there was another story going on about me, Sarah. Because when I was going through all of this, my friend came after 7 years. She met me. She has seen me 7 years ago with my one daughter only. And she see me and she says, Sarah, you are lost. You seems lost. And she said, please pay attention to your surrounding. And she was really concerned about me, that you are not that much composed when I saw you 7 years ago. And I thought, like, yes, I was lost. I was missing something. I was missing, maybe I said to her that I want to work in a pharmaceutical so I can discover drug for these children. I want to go back to that. So then we thought, and then after her pushing, like she was saying me that you have so much talent, you have so much potential, you do something, you should have some goals, make your vision, what do you want? And at that time I was completely lost. What are my goals? What I do? I was torn apart. Literally, I was torn apart emotionally, physically, every mentally, because I was so engaged in that research, in that quest, in finding things. In doing that, I felt lost. And then, fortunately, I got this program on goal setting. I made my goals. It gave me a new life. Yes, I can do this. And I decided to pursue with public speaking. I decided to pursue with goal setting. I decided to pursue with coaching. I started coaching, and it really helped me to become a better person, really. And I'm here because of all those work I have done. And previously, I was, if I see the transformation within me after all these, the gift of transformation, my old self was a procrastinator, self-hater. Sometimes I hate myself. Literally, I was not a good mom. I couldn't make my bed. What type of mom I am? I really felt low, depressed, confused, no clarity, no vision, and having low energy all the time. I didn't want to wake up from the bed. Sometimes I'm thinking why I'm here. Why is it happening? But this was my old self. But now, after all this, I got this transformation. And in start of this year, I saw a ad on YouTube about this program of Robin Sharma, saying that we will about vision. Make 1 year vision, and it will change your life. It will be your most productive year. I saw that ad and I just took that program. And also I took another high performance coaching program. I did all the exercise because now that was the time to compose myself. I was lost in those 8 years. I thought that, oh, those 8 years, I just have lost my career, myself. Where is Sarah? What is Sarah? Who's she? What are her geniuses? What she want to do? And then I made my vision, 1 year vision. I worked on that. My 20-year vision, my 10-year, my long-term vision, my ideal day, what I want. And I all did this work, and believe me to the date, this is my most productive year, 2022. I have experienced the quantum leap in my results. Not only I discovered my geniuses through working on my career design blueprint, I get back my ideal weight. I lost more than 14 kg this year. I decided to work on my online business because it's from home. I can be with my kids as well, and I can run this business, my online coaching business. Then I got the referral partnership. They send me clients. I got my driving lessons, and my driving lessons after 10 years. I first attempted in 2012 and then I left it. And this all things happened. And then I got my driving license. And in fact, the snapshot which I sent for this conference was at the same day when I went for taking my license. So it happened this year. And also, becoming a public speaker, this global public speaker was also one of my goals. I wanted to polish my skill. And I invested in real estate. So my finance, my health, my career, everything come back.
Hi, Dr. Sarah.
Alhamdulillah. Yes.
Yeah,
And
Dr.
I am,
Sarah. Hi, Dr. Sarah.
yes. How much
Can
time
you
I've
hear?
left? I'm just winding up, right? How much time? Can you tell me?
Yeah, it's more than it's almost 1 hour 18 minutes.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry,
just I'm wrapping up. No, I'm wrapping up because
not
or I didn't even
because
yes.
because you're waiting for to join.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So just
I
I'll give
understand.
you for five
Yeah,
minutes. You can. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you so much. I didn't even realize that how much time I spent. So this is a transformation I'm also doing with my clients, and one of my clients came to me with no vision, no consistency, self-doubt, and now she is having firm belief that everything is possible. Miracle happens. She is on wheelchair, but she has that belief that one day she will walk. She has that vision, and she's working on her goals and faster than ever. She's making YouTube channel. She's Mehndi expert. Her artwork is so awesome. I wish I could share those things. So this is my Composed Life blueprint, Composed Life framework, which I derived from my own experience. That you first have to work on your mindset, and in mindsets, number one thing is your gratitude. Be grateful, never lose hope, and use your resources whatever you can. Have a clear vision. What do you want? And have a growth mindset. Learn. It will create the difference. And the second thing is your heart set. Your heart. Believe in yourself and creator. And listen to your inner voice. And convert your pain into purpose. And then you should have some skill sets. It includes research, execution, taking risk. It all essential for running a successful business, and also goal success skills. So these are my three main components, three pillars of Composed Life. It's my program, which is I'm running. I'm testing it on trials. If anyone wants to take more help, I'll be happy to help. And my mission is to transform and revitalize as many lives as possible. And my mission is that every child needs world class care. If my son is cured, then I have a greater vision. I want more kids to experience that rebirth. And it is possible. It's not possible just alone, it's possible through entrepreneurs, through collaborations that we can reach to those kids and we can give them world class care. So now is the time to discover your inner genius. Go for bigger dreams and thrive in any challenge. You can do it. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. Challenges are meant for our growth. And always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much, Sarah.
You're
It was
welcome.
amazing, and your speech, like we're emotionally moved. So I have no questions, and with a heavy heart, yeah, we wish you continued success. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.